Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Man United Agenda. And yes, tonight, or should we say good evening? And tonight, we're going to be discussing Gareth Southgate's been linked to Manchester United. So if you're liking, please like, please share, please subscribe to the Man United Agenda. Yes, hello everyone, and welcome to the Man United Agenda. And yes, we have got a poll running alongside the show tonight, so please get involved with the poll. And as always, we're joined by Mr. B and OMONDI. Hello guys, how are we doing?
Evening.
Good evening, guys. Good evening.
So let's talk about Gareth Southgate being linked to Manchester United. This is not the first time Gareth Southgate has been linked with Man United. This is the second time he's been linked with Man United. So I'm going to go straight to OMONDI. OMONDI, Gareth Southgate to Manchester United. If the rumour are true, and these are rumours, guys, would it make any difference if Gunnar Solskjaar really and truly keep the job? Or is it a mole where the Glazers are looking at, they're trying to sort of, Ole can't get the result? Is it a case of they're looking for the next Mr. Nice Guy who ain't going to really and truly challenge them for transfers or speaking up in the media about problems behind the scene?
You just answered the question for me. On a real, when I heard this, I was a bit disappointed. Southgate is not the man for me. It's like for like with Ollie. I've just made some notes today about Southgate. I remember, for me, what stands out, remember he's coming back to club football if he's coming to Man United. What stands out for me is that Gibson gave him a load of money at Middlesbrough. He had some quality players, Hasselbank, Woodgate, Boateng, Cashman. They had a really quality, good team. And they got relegated after 2 seasons under him. And that's a big dent in his reputation. He restored it by going into the under-21s and becoming an FA guy. And so the pros for him, I think he's a nice guy. I mean, Davis, Davis comes on the show. Davis met him recently with Davis's boys, got really talented young boys he's got. He was down at Tottenham, met him, said he was fantastic. He was really nice with the kids. I've seen him, in other interviews as well, and he looks really like a top guy, really calm and composed. He gets on well with players. He seems to get on well, nice harmony with the players as well. He seems to establish. It's Capleton. No arms house in here. Seems to establish good youth policy. He brings a lot of youth with England. Obviously, I haven't worked with under-21, so he's got youth players as well. We've seen what the youth team is doing for England as well. Under-17s, they won it and all that kind of thing. And his reputation has kind of improved internationally. And you might like this one, Solo. He dresses really sharp. So that might be a big pro for you. But the cons, I'm going to leave for Mr. B because there's quite a few cons. We can go on all show about the cons, the reason why he shouldn't really be a Man United manager.
Mr. B, we know you back Ole all the way. As you always say, whoever Man United employ, that's your manager, and that's who you're going to back. But sometimes when I saw the rumour, obviously, the rumour first came out a while back about it, and now it's resurfaced again. The first thing that came in my head, you remember if you're watching that program Scooby-Dooby-Doo, and he basically unraveled the mask, and underneath the mask so Southgate to Man United, do you buy anything into it at all? I know it's rumours and we're saying it, but could he come to Man United and improve Manchester United? Because with it as well, the problem we're talking about, like what Molly said, he had money, he spent money, but then also he got Middlesbrough relegated as well. And
You know
could
what?
he come into the club and manage? Again, Ole isn't a big profile manager in that sense, but he's done okay so far. But could Gareth Southgate come in now and be managing, obviously, the likes of Ronaldo and things like that, and keeping a good harmony within the club?
Harmony, yes. Trophies, I'm not going to say no, because England nearly won the World Cup. Nearly won the Euros. So he can show progression. He does have a style of play, OMONDI. He does have a style of play. It's
How long
less...
is this show? I'll keep quiet. I'll keep quiet.
It's less negative than Ollie's. He doesn't fill me with that whole, you know, we don't. He's just so beige. Now I wouldn't be impressed with him. It's taken him so long, let's say, to implement his style, but for him to be accepted as a good manager. I mean, when he was England manager, what we say, he's only in there because he's kept everything smooth. Same just like Ollie. They brought him in just to, to take the lumps out the custard, just to keep everything nice and smooth, and I'm not really sure that that's what we need. As a club, as supporters, we want not a Jose. We want a winner who's got, oh God, can you get winners without egos? Can you get a club manager without a winner without an ego?
But Gareth Southgate would be that person with a winner. If you win a trophy, I don't think you'll see him have an ego at all. Just like if Ole win a trophy, I don't think he's going to have he might do it behind closed door, but you will not see him doing it sort of in public.
See, when I say ego, I was more thinking like a Conte, who's going to come in there and say, yo, I want this, I want this, I want this. Because there you go. He's gonna come in there and cause arms out, just like our resident here, So I'm not sure.
My war.
I'm not feeling the whole appointment. What I will say is, obviously, if he does get appointed, you know me, then he would get my support. But I'm hoping that that's a decision that they never made. But you have to let us know what you think, Solo. I'm sorry, you can't just dump those two questions on us and don't chat.
Well, with Gareth Southgate, it seems like when he first came into the national setup, like, I look at Southgate and I always state it, and it's a bit like Ole. I call him yes man. Basically, they just do as they've been told to do. But you got to give Southgate a little bit of credit for he took that narrative away from England, where you go there and it's almost like your club football, you stick together. So you stick together. He basically, now the generation he's bringing in, like young players he's bringing in, it's almost like a bit more open, so everyone can sit next to each other, get on with each other. I was listening to Declan Rice and Harry Maguire whilst the Euro was on, and listened to them about how the squad are united together, and that's because of Gareth Southgate. Now, for me, I honestly would say I would not want Gareth Southgate anywhere near this Manchester United job. I wouldn't want him anywhere near it. And the simple fact is, I don't think if Ole got sacked tomorrow, I don't think Southgate would be a better version of Ole Gunnar Solskjaar. I think it would be a down tool. And if people are out there right now criticising Ole Gunnar Solskjaar and endorsing Southgate, they need to take a very long look at themselves, and because it's not going to happen. It's just not going to work whatsoever. So Southgate in England, 64% win rate? But then when you think of 64% win rate, you talk about teams like Luxembourg, you're talking about teams like Moldova, and that's Faroe Island, and that's no disrespect to these teams. That's not the Premier League. The Premier League is the hardest league and the best league in world football. So what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing right now, he has stabled the club. He is getting results, but right now it's a bad run of form. So for me, Southgate, no. OMONDI,
Yeah. All right. I've gave my pros, and I want to hear some cons. Here are the cons. Steve Gibson got a world of money, and he got relegated. I've already mentioned that. I'm going to go back to something recent with England, right? So forget the Premiership. He got relegated, as Ollie did. They're, two peas in a pod. So for the cons are he had backing, lacking decisive decision-making, okay? So I can go back to the World Cup. Like you said, this 64% win rate. He's playing in the World Cup. He was playing against Panama, Tunisia, beat Colombia on penalties, okay? Went to penalties, didn't beat them, beat Sweden, and lost to Croatia. Okay, so in that Croatia game, I think a few more decisions or not being so five at the back or something, whatever he did, he could have had, that was an opportunity there. Didn't seize the day, didn't take that opportunity to really go for it. And we just watched the Euros in the summer. The whole nation was behind him. It was like Wembley. I mean, he had the opportunity to become a ledge, We beat Scotland. Who else we had in our group? Czech Republic, was it? Can't remember, Ukraine. Oh, sorry, beat congratulations. He beat Germany, but that Germany side wasn't too great. Okay, and we're at home. We beat Ukraine and we beat Denmark. And then when we get into the final, we 1-0 up. And all we had to do is manage the game and see it out. Okay, this ringing so many bells with Ollie. Do you understand what I'm saying? Manage the game, see it out. We're 1-0 up. Manage the game, see it out. And this is what we didn't do. So against Italy as well. And this Italy side, they're European champions. But did they have like a major world-class outstanding player in their side? Was it like the best team you've ever seen in the world? No, they were beatable. But he wasn't decisive on the day. And there's too many parallels with Ollie for my liking. And there's, like you said, with the Scooby-Doo analogy, it's the same thing applies. We need better. Mr. B, you said something about he's got a better philosophy or something like that. I don't think so. I just think he's gifted. He's been gifted with good players at Middlesbrough, and he's been gifted with a good generation of players at England. And Mr. B, you're a good coach. You might not have your badges. I remember when Southgate was at Middlesbrough, he didn't have his badges. He had to sign like a 12-week contract, and then they had to keep renewing it until he got his badges sorted. But Mr. B, you could do just as good, or if not better job. And you got passion. This is the thing. You got personality. You got passion. You don't like Ollie. You don't stand on the sideline skinning. We were on the phone to Mr. B one time in the game, weren't we, Solo? And he was talking. He's on the touchline during the game, and we had to go like that with the phone because he was like, "Oi!" And then switched off and come back and start laughing and everything else. But you get results. You get results. What did you win on the weekend, Mr. B?
Yeah, 7-1. Yeah.
7-1. Well, there you go. So yeah, like I say, those are the cons for me, and I think the cons are far too much. He's had opportunity. He should have won. He should have got to the final World Cup. Could have won the World Cup. Opportunity missed, and should have won the Euros at home. You come in there and let Italy get back in the game after being 1-0 up, manage the game and see it out. Just as Man United did at Everton the other day, we 1-0 up, didn't manage the game, didn't see it out. So big up Nigerian Englishmen, by the way.
Big up. Yeah, so let's go back now. And I always talk about games are two half. I always say, what half is Man United going to play well in? And what half we're going to be really bad in? When I look at Gareth Southgate and look at Ole Gunnar Solskjaar, it's almost like it's two games. It's almost like, right, you get Southgate to come manage one half, what we think is going to be a good half, and then we're going to then go manage another half, which we think Ole is going to be good at. So with Ole can beat the big teams. He can beat the big teams. So we know he can beat the bigger teams. But the problem is he find it very difficult to break down the smaller clubs. Now, when you look at Gareth Southgate, Gareth Southgate is good at breaking down the small teams, but can't beat the bigger team apart from the one Germany game, which he won in. But for me, Gareth Southgate went to Manchester United, and if it does happen, I'll be upset. That basically football's finished if Gareth Southgate ever got to Man United, because if Ole, and it's a big if, we've got to give him the time. We've got to be patient with him. We've got to give him till at least the end of the season to see what he can bring home to Old Trafford before. And then what we then need to do, we assess him. That's all we need to do. Right, Amanda, you want to take some of the comments away because you're hitting some of the comments. You're pointing out the comments.
Yeah, I'll just start with this one because this is a good friend of mine, Rebel Irishman. How you doing? He's coming on the show soon. He said, we need a manager that can get the best out of Sancho, Greenwood, Rashford, Alanga, and Mengi. Hannibal. our young attacking talent. That calls for a manager with an offensive mindset. This is Rebel Irishman, by the way. Big up Rebel Irishman. Top man, knowledgeable. Starting with Talkmu says Ollie will soon change his approach as soon as it's clear for all of us to see that the 4-2-3-1 is not working.
He's been saying that. Talk's been saying that for a couple of days. And I'll be honest, Ollie is so stubborn that I'm not sure he's going to change. I think he's just going to stick. No, I think he's going to stick. He's heard all the furore about our central midfield, and he does not give a shit. Yeah.
Here's Gemma contributing. She's saying Southgate plays a negative style. I don't think Man United fans will put up with it. Agreed. He benched Sancho, Foden, and Grealish in the finals for F's sake. Wow. The fact that he's never benched Harry Kane says a lot to me about his character. Just this is a good point, because we're talking about Talkmu's formation. That would mean having to drop Bruno and say, Bruno, you can't play number 10 anymore. And he hasn't got the character to do that for the benefit of the team. Southgate would be a disaster, to be honest, at Manchester United. Rafa has no ego and is a top manager. It's about having a personality, charisma, and getting players respect, along with making them know who the boss is. That's right. Rebel Irishman says the player profile we have at United wouldn't fit Southgate or frankly Conte for that matter, in his opinion.
Who would can I just ask Kevin? Who would you like? There's a lot of I see a lot of you don't want. Who would you like at Man United? Just out of curiosity.
Answer that, yeah. Nigerian Englishman, how you doing, man?
Big up.
Fellow brother, and he says, look, Arsenal supporter, he says, forget Southgate, you got your man, finished second to City last year, Europa League runner-up, and brought you back the GOAT, meaning Ronaldo, Varane, and Sancho. You have to give him to the end of the season. That's 100%. Interesting.
Do you want to give Arteta till the end of the season?
That would be interesting as well, because I've heard some, big up to you, Nigerian Englishman. Jem says, we have great talents in England now, and this is, for me, is my favourite comment. She says, we have great talents in England now, and with a bolder manager, we could have dominated those matches, talking about the World Cup and the Euros. Yeah. Best managers cuss on the sidelines. Yeah, be animated. Mr. B, that's go shout out to Mr. B. You know? Here we go. We need a manager to get the best. Oh, we said that. Sorry, Nigerian Englishman. Yep, Southgate, go for it. At Borough, he didn't have world-class players. This could be a step up that Gareth needs. This is a stitch-up. Here we go. Here's one for you. Anthony says, Sedan's got a good CV. He'd be good for Manchester United. Nigerian Englishman says, yeah, he is England manager. What more experience do you need? Southgate is good with young players. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Okay. Got some views here. And also, Nigerian Englishman said, Ollie finished second. Yeah, we said that. Yeah, and sorry, Romeo says, get on Conte in. He's won Serie A with Inter Milan. Had he won Chelsea? He won the league with Chelsea, didn't he?
Yeah, what I will say to that is, I think he's too aggressive for the board, Romeo. I think that the board want a nice, softly spoken man who's not going to go. Can you imagine Conte if they don't give him the money? He will be cussing down the place. They don't want that.
You got to remember as well, Tottenham were after him. He was not Tottenham #1 target, wasn't he? And because he had the meeting and they wouldn't give him the money, he refused. He said no to Tottenham.
Yeah, he's a winner.
I don't think his formation is renowned for his 5-3-2 or 3-5-2. Wouldn't suit us, I don't think. Rebel Irishman says, well, if I could pick anyone, even the ones we couldn't get, he would say Klopp. He thinks Klopp.
No!
Think he has the mindset that would do well with our team. With a small upgrade on Fred at DM, Zidane would also be a good option. So there's your response.
For me, if anything, listen, I don't want Ole out. I'm giving Ole till the end of the season. But if worst case scenario, I think I've said it on the show before, I'd prefer of all the managers is Zidane to come in. Can I
ask you something?
We've got to back the manager right now.
Can I ask you guys and the people in the comments, let me ask a question. Why do you think this rumours come up? What do you think is going on here? Do you think he has it? Right, let me just quickly, I'm going to do a solo and ask a question like with a few sentences. So do you think didn't he recently sign a new contract to the World Cup and the World Cup? So has he got an extension on his contract? That's sorted.
Yeah.
So it's not an issue about him trying to play off the FA and get a longer contract. Why are we linked with him? What is he that special? Are other clubs, big clubs around Europe, and is he being like Bobby Robson after 1990 went to Barcelona, didn't he? And he went to PSV and things like that. So what's going on? Why are we getting linked with Southgate?
I think, to be honest with you, I can't see it happening because Mike Phelan just signed a new contract at Man United. So I cannot see Ole going anywhere anytime soon. Simple. For me, if you notice, there's certain rumours get leaked out at Old Trafford quite frequently. But there's got to be sort of something to it. And I believe, if I'm right to say, they hired someone in-house to basically go out there and almost sell a story to sort of sell newspaper. It's not even to sell newspaper. It's basically to bring Man United into that sort of domain, because the more Man United are there, it helps for like the sponsorship deals. It helps for like globally. Man United is a big club. So imagine you coming out and saying, oh yeah, Man United is Man. All of a sudden it's on the news. It's number one, isn't it? So globally, I believe the person is employed to do something like that. And that's the reason why this has been leaked out of Old Trafford.
All right.
But
well, I don't think his profile is. I still don't think his profile is big enough to be like mentioned with Manchester United because he hasn't proven it at club level. I still think he lacks that conviction, as proven with his major tournaments we've had recently, and even in the what's in the conference tournament that England play in, Conference Nations League as well. We lost to Netherlands, I think. You know, so when we get close, he doesn't really deliver. That's my thing. And I don't see him being lauded around Europe like he's some sort of the next big thing. I just don't see it at all. I really don't understand where this has come from.
Where it's come from? Sorry, I'll tell you.
Sorry, go on.
It's international break. They have to sell some. They have to sell a newspaper. And guess what? What sells the most? Manchester United. So what they've done, they've put it out there for us. And we've probably have fallen for it a little bit. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But I just feel it's a dead week. There ain't no game on, and they needed something to pad out their newspaper. Don't get me wrong. Let's hope that it is padding that they're doing, and we're not really going to be linked with this, because
I'm praying.
Mr. B, Eureka. That's a Eureka moment. That is the answer for me. I'm cool with that. Lights out, everyone. Good night, everyone. Let's go. I think Mr. B, you sussed it.
Like in Jamaica always say when you ring us, good evening. So, guys, if you're out there, please like, please share, please subscribe to the Money Agenda. We're on the road to 700 subscribers, but once we hit 1K subscribers, we're giving you a free signed Bruno Fernandes football shirt with. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel, and that's it. So, Armando, would you mind taking some of these comments away, and we'll feed off the rest of the comments?
Lastly, Kevin again says the back. Sorry. So the backing of Ollie's the backing of Ollie's backroom team suggests that change isn't happening in the short to medium term. What is definite is players like Ronaldo, Cavani, Pogba, etc. at the club. Talk is never going. Connor, how you doing, Connor? He says Southgate should be nowhere near this club. Next in line should be the Ajax coach, Ten Hag. I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, he's a big boy. That's a ball. That's a manager.
Yeah, no, I love his style. I love his thing. Yeah, what's his name?
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag. Hag. Okay. If Poch gets sacked, we'd be interested. That's a no from me, Jem.
That's a no. Let me go a bit on this. Before Poch went to PSG, I endorsed him. I thought he was the next big thing, but looking at his result in the Farmer League, no thanks.
Well, he's won most of his games, hasn't he? He's just lost a couple.
He's not winning as much as he should.
Gave them links.
League.
But they still, I think they've lost only 2 in the league. Maybe it's not. I don't know if they do like that.
So we've lost 2, and we're having a meltdown. They've lost 2, and it's all right. And they're playing in a DB league.
They beat Man City in midweek, which was a great result for them, by the way.
Yeah, we beat PSG in the Champions League last year. And what did it do
we
for
beat
us?
Man City.
And we beat Man City.
Right, I don't like this saying, because you said earlier, Solo, about Ollie beats big teams. We got next 6 games to prove that again. I think it's maybe a bit of a fluke the last couple of games. Let's prove it over the next few weeks. So I'm not quite sure about that.
He beats big team. You see it here now. I'm saying it. He beats big teams. All does.
All right, he has had a couple of good results against some big teams, but I don't think that's the be all end all. Comments are coming in, flying in. I think so. It says here, you think you got it bad. We got so much Salah drama in the media. It's a joke. So don't buy it. We're not going to buy it. We won't buy it. Don't worry. If Poch can't be successful at PSG, then you would have to ask a lot of questions about his ability. Yank agrees with Kev. Southgate can't do us about Bobby Robson. I think that rumor is wrong. Hi, Luca. How you doing? Ten Hag is a great shout, actually.
Shout.
I love the way they play. And Romeo says Ollie has had the time since 2019. He has to go. He's bottled 2 Europa League finals, semi-finals, League Cup, as Mum would call it, the Coca-Cola Cup. And Mr. B as well. He still says Coca-Cola Cup. He's bottled the semi-finals as well. Yeah, you know your stuff, Romeo.
Big up, Romeo.
It's an age thing, Romeo. It's an age thing.
I don't think Romeo ever knew the Coca-Cola Cup, did he?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I know
thought he'd open the cupboard and see it in there, but no, it was actually a League Cup. Yeah.
And it was called a Milk Cup as well.
Yeah, long time ago.
Long Cup as well.
Yeah, man. 85, I think, was the last time in the Milk Cup. You're showing your age there, Solo. Even though you look young and fresh in your pink tracksuit, but yes. Anyway, I'm happy. Just put this. The puzzle's been solved for me. Mr. B has said it. It's International Week. There's a break. Oh, let's hype up Southgate, link him with the Man United job, and we actually bit and did a show on it, and it took Mr. B to work it out after about 10 minutes. So big up, Mr. B.
Is that all the comments? Yeah,
that's everything. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So, guys, if you're liking, please like, please share, please subscribe. We're the Man United Agenda. And also remember as well, guys, Pogba is on international duty. So you know what that means as well. We're gonna there's more global things about Manchester United because it's all gonna be about Pogba being rested on the weekend.
It's funny. I was watching another show, a really great show. It's called Cop TV or something earlier. And they were saying they were actually talking about Pogba's dreadlocks, you know. See, there you go. Yeah. Ain't that right, Gemma?
Rent free. All about the rent free. You only just hit the last comments then, Amanda.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh God, there's a few coming in. Okay, so Mehdi says Solskjaer is still learning. We need to give him more time and see if he will progress with the team. Southgate ? That is a very big no from me. Connor says Ten Hag's similar style. He plays a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-3-3 styles as Ollie, but I think he will draw more out of this club. Yeah, and has proven he can take his team deep into cups, even in Europe, as well as winning their own league. Yep. The Juve manager Allegri, maybe next season. I don't fancy him.
No. Too defensive.
Solo's just come back from playing golf, apparently. And no links. Let's back Ollie and watch him grow, says Shah. Can't wait for the Pogba. Is much happier to be the France versus United. It always happens as well, doesn't it? Yeah.
Brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Guys, if you're watching, please like, please share, please subscribe. We're in the Man United Agenda and we are on the road to 1K subscribers. But before that, we need to hit the 700 mark first. Remember, once we hit the 1K, we'll be giving you a signed Bruno Fernandes football shirt. All it is just for you to subscribe to the channel, and that's about it. But guys, from us, we are going to love you and we're going to leave you. We will be back tomorrow night with Mr. B on a Monday. And thank you all for the comments and being interactive with us. We really appreciate all the support from you guys, and sort of for the late one as well. We don't normally do a show this late, but we'll be back tomorrow night at 8:30 as well, just for this week, and that's it. But guys, give you a running commentary what's happening this week. So tomorrow we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be here on Thursday as well. We'll be launching our new quiz show on Friday with Jay Motti. Will be the special guest.
Bring him on.
Bring him on.
Don't face me, the quiz master.
I'm back on Monday. So we're back. So guys, keep looking out for us. And also, if you are a Man United fan out there and you think you've got what it takes to beat the Quizmaster on Monday, all you need to do is message us on Solar United 7 on Twitter. On Monday, is it Amanda Juma 16 on Twitter?
Yes, I'm going to do 16. Yeah.
And Mr. B.
Yeah, Mr. B online on Twitter as well. Yeah, you'll find me. They ain't DMing me, bro. They ain't DMing me. Trust me.
Yeah, so just DM us, guys, or leave a comment at the end of the stream on YouTube, and we'll get back to you regarding how we can get you on the show. But it's going to be a leaderboard, and at the end of the quiz, at the end of the season, you can win yourself a United Agenda hoodie of your color, your choice.
But bigger than that, you have the reputation of beating the Quizmaster and being top of the leaderboard. That means so much. So whoever you are, whether it's Connor, whether it's a Rebel Irishman, all you Man United fans out there, come face me. I'm going to deliver some questions, some general knowledge, some Man United questions on you. And you might say, yeah, I can do that, I can do this. Once you're facing me, and we're in the hot seat, it's a lot different. So bring it on, guys. Just give us a message and come on the show.
So, guys, from us at the Man United Agenda, I'm Solo. I'm
Amandi Juma.
And Mr. B.
Mr. B.
And as I said to you guys, we are going to be back here tomorrow night at 8:30 tomorrow night instead of 9. Okay? But thank you so much. Have a lovely evening, guys. Good night.
Bye-bye.